After everyone had gathered inside the room, many of them complained about the size of it. Han nudged Ha-Yun to get her to say something. After being sucked into that mana crystal, we were transported to this place where it appears the overflow originates from. Looking around the room, she continued, "Getting out of this place is the obvious priority. With some help, we have found a possible solution to our problem. Behind me is a transportation device that will be able to take us to where we belong." The room erupted as everyone asked questions all at once. They were the type of questions that would be expected after people learned about a questionable method to get back home. Waving her hands to get their attention, Ha-Yun yelled out, "Without any supplies, staying here is not an option, especially with the number of monsters that are here. Though many of you are concerned about using this method, it may be our best choice. For those who are worrying about the overflow, there may be a chance that we will appear in one of the cities." There were more shouts and questions thrown out at Ha-Yun, who tried to answer each one in a patient manner. Eventually, everyone understood that this was their only chance and the room quieted down. "Okay, the device is not big enough for everyone to go at once, so you will need to go in groups. Each group will step onto the device and will be transported back," Han instructed the group. When the first group was ready, they stepped onto the device looking a little frightened. Han tried to be reassuring before he inserted mana into the device. As the mana was put into the unit, Han could feel it suck in massive amounts of power. He had never felt this kind of thing before and was like fighting a giant vacuum cleaner. "I did not expect it to take that much energy," Han huffed, wiping sweat from his forehead. It was the first time he really had to exert effort into something since the time he arrived. When the next group stepped on, Han knew what to expect and managed to control the rate of mana that was being used up. This time, he didn't feel as tired. It felt like he had taken a light jog down the street. "Master, are you alright?" Horacia asked, slightly concerned. Nodding his head to get rid of her fears, he motioned for the next group to approach. Once all the groups had gone through, the only people remaining were his creations, Celestra, and Ha-Yun. "Well, it looks like it is just us now," he commented to everyone. "We should get onto the device quickly, just in case something is happening on the other side." They stepped onto the platform, and Han repeated the same step. As Han used his ability, the world seemed to twist away, and they were sucked into some kind of tube. It was like some sort of strange tube slide he had played on when he was a kid. Looking at each of them, Han saw that they were all stretched out. In front of them was some kind of starry road that appeared, and they were sliding on it. Before he could wonder when it was going to end, all of them landed on the ground. A part of him wanted to hurl as waves of dizziness passed. Looking around, Han saw that they was in some kind of giant city. It was completely different from anything he had ever seen before. "Where are we?" some of the students asked amongst themselves. Looking at Ha-Yun, Han realized that she didn't even recognize this place. This fact was really troubling, considering she was a former adventurer. "Han, where are we?" she asked him. "Who are you people?" a man in a thick suit of armor demanded. "Sir, they just appeared out of nowhere. Do you think they belong to the gods?" another man asked the man in the suit. "Hurry and contact the priestess. I'll hold them here until we find out what happened. There are several days until she predicted the start of the overflow. We cannot afford spies to infiltrate the city. Order the priestess's personal guards to be on alert for any assassins. He ordered the man, who ended up running towards where the priestess was likely located. Who are you people? Han asked them. Be silent, the man yelled at him, pulling out a massive sword and pointing at them. Behind him were a group of soldiers who began to surround the students and adventurers. Some of the adventurers began to pull out their weapons in anticipation of a battle. Wait a second, Han yelled at the adventurers. Picturing the system in his mind, Han made this description appear. Prelanthia, a mighty city that resides in the Kingdom of the Sun. With advances in technology, this city had grown to a degree where it is considered an independent nation. Along with its sister city, Eulitanthia, it can be considered strong enough to withstand the effects of the overflow. This has allowed the city to prosper and grow in size. This place is called Prelanthia? Han asked, confused. He didn't remember hearing about a city called that. What did you say? Haiyun asked him, urgency in her voice. Prelanthia, why? Prelanthia was the name of the ruined city outside of the academy. Her eyes were wide open. Looking around the city, some of the structures began to look familiar, though they weren't covered in vines and trees from hundreds of years of ruin. Fuck, Han said to himself.